just ignore that I am still wearing the same makeup 3 Tuesdays in a row. I mayhaps had a few ideas one day and had some free time. No big deal. Also, ignore my shelves. My sister and my mom kind of cleared me out with borrowing from the library of Samantha. I don't even know if you guys know that my name is Samantha. Thanks for coming and dropping by. Love Living Daily. My name is Samantha. And today I will be talking about the books that I have read this month for February. I mean, it's not February anymore. I guess it's just for March. No, for February. These are the books I read for February. I did plan on reading the entire rainbow. If you want to see that video, it's up there. I am still going to finish those books, but I didn't finish all of them. But these are the ones I did finish. And you'll be so proud of me, because look, I finished this one, and it was so boring. It was awful. It was like I've taken classes and watched shows and videos on how to kind of read people, their body language, their micro expressions, and this kind of is just like a really repetitive, really dry. It's kind of like, here's how to power pose, and when someone is power posing, they're trying to be dominant, and it's over and over and over and over and over. It's probably not the most boring book, actually, because I finished it, but it's definitely a 1-star. It is not captivating whatsoever. It's not fun to read, and I know that there's some fiction out there, and I am gonna find it that's fun to read. And if any of you really, really enjoy nonfiction, please let me know down below so that I can read some, because this is... I read The American Panda by Gloria Chow. This started out rough, and if you want to see how that went, I also made a vlog about that. It starts out really rough, but the character May kind of turns out to have like an immense character growth, super fast. It just goes whatcha, and she grows very, very quickly. Do find that there's some crazy parts in this book. It kind of reminded me, and you're going to be sort of confused by this, but Boy Erased, the movie. I think there is also a book, a memoir by that guy that the movie is based off of. But Boy Erased kind of reminded me of this book, even though there's nothing similar to them at all, except the mothers. And if you've read this book and you've watched Boy Erased, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I highly suggest that movie. It's really good. This does get better. I would give it a 3. I think I gave it a 3 on Goodreads. So read at your will. The third book I finished reading is this one, and I really like it, Bathing the Lion by Jonathan Carroll. I really enjoyed how it was written. You really don't find out that like you're in dreams until that point. That was just a marker for me to do this video for. But it actually turns out so good, and I really enjoy the writing. The thing that I found very difficult for this book, and I really liked how he like glosses over, not glosses, but like he makes these characters really captivating, even though they're all really unlikable characters. All 6 people in the dream are just kind of like... I only have the facial expression for the words I want, because they're all very, very, like, at first unredeemable, and they're supposedly supposed to save the world somehow. So going from all these really nasty people that exist in their world to actually the end part is pretty good. He did such a good job. I really enjoyed it. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Finally, the reason why I did not finish these 4 books is because I read The Speed of Trust by Stephen Covey, and I'll put the title there. It was a book club read for my work, actually, And the discussions we had at book club were actually really, really great, but the book is very dry and there's some parts that are very obvious in the book where you're just like, yeah, everybody should do that. But on the other hand, I also see the other side where it's like, well, I've met pretty interesting people that don't understand those obvious things that are in the book that I thought were obvious, so I guess. But I found it very dry. I really, really enjoyed like his stories in it. Like there's a story about his parents on a road trip, and he had like a bunch of little bits and pieces of stories throughout his life, his dad's life and his grandfather's life, as they're like kind of an empire of cubbies that are successful. So I really enjoyed his like memorabilia in there, stories about different companies, and like the story parts were really, really great, and I found that they kind of hit his points on the head. However, I feel like with the mathematical stuff involved with trust, and like some of it was very, very dry. So it's a 3 for me, 3 out of 5 stars. That is what I've read for February. Not very much, because I'm still getting into reading again. So hopefully I can finish these 4 books this month. Yeah, so for the month of March, I'm not really going to do a TBR. I'm just going to try and see if I can finish these 4, just to try and stay consistent and everything, and kind of regroup for April. April is my birthday month, so hey everybody, Future Samantha here. Happy Quarantine Tuesday. I'm just editing right now and noticed that my stack is like this big, and I wanted to let you guys know that I'm kind of reading a lot more now that we have all these copious amounts of time. I hope everyone's staying safe and inside and cozy with their books. But yeah, definitely reading more. So we'll see what happens in April. Happy birthday to me, I guess. Loneliest birthday I think I've ever had. But good things are coming. It's working, let me know, and I'm gonna try and work up to 2, but I sort of don't have enough ideas yet that I can do that for. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!